Sure, sure. Okay, so everybody, we wanted to get together and and invite everybody to the Fall Council Camporee that's happening at Hanover College. Right, it's going to be coming up in October. Let me go ahead and share the my video out here that way you guys can see the awesome informational handout that we've prepared for everybody. So it's at Hanover College, down south, right there on the Ohio River. For those that want to win a trivia, an ultimate pursuit game, it is the only place at Hanover College there on the point that you can see the Ohio River bend naturally 3 times. So now you'll win a trivia pursuit festival. No, so congratulations, you won something, and let me know how that worked out for you. Registration is going on right now. It is at this link. I'll paste that link in chat here in just a second. And essentially, we have invited everybody in the council. We are also inviting other troops and other councils as well. Crossroads, they're invited. Dan Beard Council is invited. Lincoln Heritage is invited. Buffalo Trace is invited. So we're wanting to have this as a great big shindig for everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. There are a lot of activities both on the competition field and off the competition field. It is $25 a person. The leadership guide link is online right now. You can go there. If you click on the link that's in the chat window, you will go right straight to the registration and hit the more button, and you will see that leader guide. Now, the good thing about it is here's the lineup of the events that we have going. From a scout crew perspective, all events are a fire truck pool. Yep, it is a full-size fire truck. No, it doesn't have any water in it, but these patrols and troops will figure out some brain over bronze and brawn over brains to move that fire truck from a complete dead still across the parking lot. And they'll have a whole crowd, sirens going. It'll be a blast. There's a life-size foosball. The guys that are attached to the pole going back and forth, that's going to be patrols inside this giant-size, life-size foosball event table. They're supposed to get as many soccer balls into the other side. So it's a patrol against patrol, or even a troop against troop at that perspective. We're going to be bringing down BMX bike track racing. They're going to be in the grass. So this is actually an official event in a lot of states for these grass tracks. So this one is going to be a very cool and a new experience for our council. We also have a Scout is Clean in an effort of the pandemic, and everybody's needing to wash their hands. But we're going to put a little spin to that with some soap and a lot of water. We're also going to leverage some pioneering skills with a log hoist. And then fouling, which is this new thing that we have dreamt up in the program area. You're going to take the art of bowling, and you're going to take the art of curling, and you're going to stick a scout on a board, and you're going to send him down the lane. And so that will make some very interesting photos and some videos. The patrol or the troop with the furthest puck. Some other events outside of that competition, we're going to be handling the archery range. That will be a full setup where all the participants will be able to jump in on that and get some quality time. I personally love archery. It's a very calming skill, and it's a very cool shooting sports skill to get involved in that initial foot into shooting sports. We will probably have some interesting targets out there, so keep your eyes open for that one. That will be along the side of the. We didn't want to put that in the middle for obvious reasons, so we had to put that off to the side, right? Now, fly casting lessons. So for those that are wanting, and these are adults as well, right? So parents, cub parents, and adult leaders alike, as well as youth, if they're always wanting to know how to be fly fishing, we're going to have some real pros there to either train on the entry-level skills of fly fishing, or even hone out some of that finesse stuff. And that's going to be dead center of the program area. We're going to have a 5K race early Saturday morning. That one is actually going to be held at the Hanover College cross-country track. So that will be a very cool area to run in. Hanover College, For those that have never been there, it's going to be in the fall, October. It is an absolutely gorgeous college campus. If you were just walking around, you would not have wasted your weekend. And those 5K guys and gals will be able to enjoy the backwoods for that 5K. For adult leaders, we're also going to offer a golf scramble, a frisbee golf scramble. Sorry about that. Don't bring your clubs, bring your frisbees. Gateway challenge. So we can't dig holes in the ground, but we can get creative with our poles and a lot of pioneering skills. This is one of my favorite things to do, and a good way to show off those skills within the whole of the council. We'll also be doing some pretty cool Saturday night shows, right? We're going to have the exotic reptiles. The person that's coming in has an incredible assortment. He could go for hours, but we were saying, hey, let's just do this for about 35, 40 minutes. Okay. But he'll have some opportunities for some of the patrols to come down and actually get up and close. So this one, we're putting a lot of bet down that the Cubs and a lot of the absolutely fall in love with these exotic reptiles. There's some really big reptiles, and then there's some pretty decent sized, cool looking reptiles too. So there's going to be a big selection. Indiana governor is also committed to provide a keynote speaker opportunity for us. So that's something that's going to be more cool for the adults than the scouts. But hey, I know some of the scouts in my troop. They're kind of jazzed, going to get to see the governor and hear the governor in person. So from a Weeblish challenge, man, the OA has stepped up full tilt. They are on it. They've been with me for the last month trying to figure out where we need to go, how they want to do it. They're going to set this stuff up. This is going to be a Weeblish challenge for the Weeblers that they'll not forget, especially for being a council camporee. As you can see there, I'm not going to read everything through there, but it is an incredible lineup of intro level and advanced level stuff, getting them ready for the troop and the big hits, right? So there's challenges here. We want to make sure that they are challenging and a lot of fun. The Cubs, man, I'm so happy that we got Patty Mitchell heading a Cubs section up here. They went to their dream shop and they came back with an incredible lineup of Cub events that these Cubs, I don't know if any of the Cubs in the council have seen some of these games. The javelin throw it's just come out of left field, but man, when I was doing some of the research on it, everybody with it. They're also doing some pretty cool stuff with fly swatter golf. I'm not going to ruin the surprise on that, but Patty was pretty excited about that. And as you can see, we have some of the traditional discus throws and beanbag tosses. Pretty cool stuff. We're also going to have an old-fashioned sack race, right? We're going to get some feed sacks from a local feed company down here in Bedford, and we're going to let those Cubs have at it across the field. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm personally going to be cheering them on there. So as you can see, there's a huge lineup of what we want to do and want to accomplish for our Fall Council Camporee. You know, we have this area, we have this college that is playing host for us. We have the abilities of pumping the numbers at 500-600 people, right? And, you know, we want to make sure that everybody understands what we're trying to do here and to promote what we want to get people to come. Again, it's that second week in October. It's 8th to the 10th. And answer some questions that I'm sure that some people have out there.
Tony, I have a question.
Sure.
Well, I have a couple actually. Can packs sign up all together as one when they register, or do each kid have to sign up separately?
No, packs can sign up. The Cub Master or the Den Leader can sign that up. You can also, in the registration, you can assign parents and then create a parent portal, and parents can then go in and fill in for the information.
Okay, so I can do all my Cubs and I can do all my parents and okay. And then when does the early bird registration end?
The 26th. of
What?
September.
So-
September 26th.
Okay.
I had a question, Tony. This is Kevin.
Sure.
How's the scoring for the events going to be happening?
So from an overall competition head-to-head, we're looking at mostly patrol-based, and the scoring is not your typical Camporee. We've started implementing something a little bit different in Camporee competition. We'll do 70% of the overall point spread will come from the competition, and then there's additional opportunities for points. A lot of that is to deal with participation and as well as signing up for volunteering from both youth and adult. So if a unit does really, really well at the competition, another unit that did marginally okay but had good representation from participant level and also was volunteering for service hours, they would actually come out ahead at the overall. Does that make sense? Cool. And then there's other, like the 5K, that will be an individual win, obviously. But there'll be participation points given to the patrol and the troop of everybody that's in there. And I know that there have been some adult leaders asking, well, I may only have 3 adult leaders that are coming to this Camporee. Does that mean that a bigger troop with 15 adults, they're going to get more volunteer points? No. What we're trying to do is we do it on the percentage of adults registered. So that means that if you had 3 adults registered and one of them volunteered for a few positions, they would get as many points as 10 other adults from another troop if they had 20 adults coming to the Camporee.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Tony, this is Kurt Mitchko.
Yeah.
Does the local health department down there have any issues with what we're doing or requirements we're going to have to comply with?
That's a good question. So when I asked that of the programs team just this week, Hanover College, the president and the board, they actually have homecoming the weekend before our Camporee. So they have already developed a plan to go to the health department to show what we are doing for our plan as well. So right now, we have it from assurance from the president that we are good to go. He foresees that if there's anything that the health department may kick back on, would be more about the use of the indoor gymnasium for the Saturday night show. We may have to do that outdoors. And we are already developing a plan B for that. But from an activities in the outdoors perspective, right now we foresee it's a full go, full tilt, we're ready to do it.
Is there going to be any kind of screening process every morning or evening when you check in?
Yeah, there's a screening process very similar to what we've been doing with summer camp, where before you leave, the adult leaders, the Scoutmaster for troops, the Cub Master for packs, will gather that data, take temperatures, ensure that there's no fevers, there's no symptoms prior to leaving. And then when they arrive, they're going to arrive with documentation, handing that in, and then they'll go through the administrative process of setting up camp. And then in the mornings, we'll be asking the adult leaders to record those temperature checks in the campsite.
Will there something be in registration or something telling the adult leaders that they have to do some of these things every morning? Or
yes, there should be an outline for that in the outdoor leaders guide. And then also, we have the SPL and the adult leader meeting that Friday night to go over any last minute details that we need. These are great questions. Thanks, Kate.
I had another question, Tony.
Sure.
Other than the competitions, what are the Cub Scouts going to be able to do?
Well, they'll be able to make bracelets. There's going to be a bracelet stand to do Olympic style bracelets. They'll be able to jump in to the fishing demonstrations. I believe they'll be able to even utilize the archery range. They'll be able to, if they want to jump in as a pack, even as multiple packs, we're going to let them have a go at the fire truck pull. That would be an awesome thing to see a bunch of Cub Scouts making that fire truck move down on the path. They'll also, and another thing that we're trying to do, right, is we're trying to envelop those Cubs and get them completely acclimated, running around with the Scouts and seeing what the Scouts are doing, so they can go and visit any of those stations that's happening. They'll be able to check out the gateways that are being built, things like that.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
It's Patty. Do Cub Scout packs need to camp with troops, or are they welcome to camp in their own group, or how does that work?
Sure. Well, for a Cub pack to camp all by themselves, they need to make sure that at least one or two have to be blue, Kevin.
What? Come back again?
For a Cub pack to camp by themselves, they have to have one or two blue trained adult leaders.
They have to have at least one trained.
Right. So it would be best if they can ride along with a host troop, again, because it's that envelopment, right? It's getting the Cubs, seeing what the Scouts are making for breakfast, or seeing what they're doing, see how they are cleaning up, see how they're doing stuff. And it's not often that they get to ride shotgun along with the older kids, and that's just another way to get them excited about sticking with Cub Scouts to get started. So Cubs can definitely camp off to themselves if they. I personally say it's a treat, and it's a great opportunity to do Cub and troop relations between the two.
Why not try assigning or asking some troops if they'd be willing to take on some of those troops or some of those packs that come in, whether they are feeder troops or not?
Well, that's a good call out, Gene. I'm writing that down. I'll put that to the troops that have already registered, plus some of the other troops that I know that are about to register. Okay. Awesome. Any other questions? Okay.
Tony?
Well, yes.
Tony, if there aren't, actually, if you have questions and you don't get it in this session, just put it in the chat room. Tony will look at it.